you overtalk. And it's like the only time you can quiet down is somebody be like, shut up or hush.
My mom don't even tell me shut up, Jess. I'm a grown-ass woman.
Lord have mercy. It's looking like it's a cat fight at the Breakfast Club. Now, they done brought Loren to respond to Jess's IG live. First, it was DJ Envy and Charlamagne. I got that video up. Go check that out. But let's see what Loren had to say about the live. You better like the video. You better subscribe. Let's get it.
And I can understand some of where you was coming from, but bro, part of that live I thought was crazy. I'm like, what, Jess? Like,
what
part did you think was crazy?
What part? Because like, Loren, it's not like you didn't hear anything in that live that I haven't said to you.
I heard a lot that you didn't say to me.
Okay, so what part did I not say to you?
Okay, so the part about the talking over each other and the hush, be quiet, because you talk about how you feel in real time, right?
Yeah,
I'm feeling in real time. That be quiet. That was crazy. The shut up. I was like, oh, okay, because what we really giving up here? Like, what's up?
Okay,
right?
But I didn't. None of that was said. You didn't say anything about that.
And then when I pulled you into the office with our EP with Eddie, the first thing I said to you was, Jess, we fighting for airtime and it shouldn't be like that. I want to know what can I do better as a producer? What can we do better as the two women sitting right here next to each other to make sure that don't happen, because it doesn't look good. It's not going to play well for either one of us.
I literally swear to God, I don't even remember you saying that.
And that's exactly why I had Eddie in the room, or EP, to have the
I never
conversation.
ever heard that.
Because
you've pulled me to the side a few times to ask me, are you okay? How do you feel like about the stories and things like that? You've never said what you just said to me. Now listen. I have said, hush, shut up. Like, yo, you overtalk. And like I said, I'm not about to be up here fighting for no mic. Like, I'm not doing that. If I already got the job, like, what am I doing? Like, I'm not. It's four voices. Three of us are very opinionated. You know what I mean? Me, you, and Charlamagne. I'm not saying Envy don't got no opinion, but he don't jump in every single time there's dead air. You know what I'm saying? When you overtalk. And it's like the only time you can quiet down is somebody be like, shut up or hush.
My mom don't even tell me shut up, Jess. I'm a grown-ass woman.
And I understand. You could have said that on air right then and there. Or right after when you say you put me in the office. You never put me nowhere to tell me that.
Because the way that I do things when it comes to my job and my career, that's not what we on. And I told you from the jump, I was never going to give that to you.
Okay.
Ever. And I did or not. Our first conversation, I said, if I ever have an issue with you, I'm going to handle it in a way where we can get through a conversation, because we grown, and regardless, you don't got to love me, you don't got to like me, but we here together. I'm here.
And listen, like I said earlier, the internet loves mess.
Yes, you are here.
And one of the easiest ways to create mess is to pit women against each other.
And you're here because of an opportunity that I extended.
Regardless
no. I'm not sitting here like you don't deserve to be here. I'm not sitting here like you're not here. You're not going anywhere. That's first and foremost, let's get that. It may be my delivery or whatever. But yeah, you are here. I ain't never say you shouldn't be here. I said from the whole jump, yeah, Shorty do the job great. She's amazing. That's why I want it to be her segment. I
think y'all can work very well together. And once again, you got to stop letting the internet pit y'all against each other. I know the internet has created a narrative, Loren versus Jess versus Loren.
But that's what it is.
And that's what I'm trying to say is the internet is there. We see it. None of us can ignore it. I saw that Corey thing a week ago. It didn't say nothing about it.
But y'all clear up everything else. Nobody want to clear up that I'm not feeling that. I don't like you, or I'm hating on a.
They say I'm gay. I ain't never came up here and said I don't suck no pee-pee.
That's true, that's different now. Come on.
Well, I just want to say, Jess, what you feeling, we feel it together. And when the other thing happened that I called you about, I said that to you. I responded to that on Twitter. I didn't send it to you. I didn't feel like I had to, but I did. But I called you about it.
The comments. Stop listening to the comments.
Let me talk.
In real life, we love everybody. Y'all love each other. This can work.
It will work. It will work. But sometimes this might have to happen, and it's happening with love. Because when I saw Jess crying, I came in here because I care about you. Have to be okay for all of this to be okay. And I'm a producer at the end of the day. You my talent. We gonna be straight.
Now, first off, something that was glaring to me was when Loren said, now, first off, I got to say this, because I hear Jess talking about y'all clear up everything else. They didn't clear up what was said about little BJ or DJ, the little boy with cancer. They ain't clear that up. Because there's people still upset about that. But I know some of y'all don't like Trump, so y'all think that's okay. I don't ever endorse making fun of kids, okay? And also, this brings me to my conspiracy theorists. Now y'all got Loren and Jess up here arguing, doing a little cat fight, so we can forget about that, right? We supposed to forget about the little boy who went up to the White House who had cancer, and y'all said his hair was nappy. Okay? So anyway, let's do it. We got Loren and Jess up here arguing, going back and forth, even though in the last clip, Charlamagne was like, they always trying to put black women against each other. And then y'all bring Loren in like she wasn't even up there, because I was like, hold on, is Loren there? Not Loren up here. And y'all doing a whole segment and letting them go back and forth. But y'all not trying to promote black women going back and forth. And y'all done put this clip all over y'all Instagram page. It's all over Twitter. It's everywhere. Okay, cool. Now, once again, both of them saying, we've been trying to have conversations behind the scenes, but for some reason, Just Hilarious want to bring it to the internet. Now, Jess said it was a few things Loren said during that segment that she never heard before, but still, Jess should not be upset with Loren. Be upset with iHeartMedia. Be upset with the people in charge. Now, you going on Instagram talking slick about Loren, upset because Loren mentioned the comments when you came back from having a baby as if you and Loren was best friends. Loren don't have to do none of that stuff. Loren up there to do a job. And they said that Loren was supposed to be a producer. And you see, she even called Jess her talent. You my talent. So honestly, you know, I guess Loren is trying to be a good sport. But if I'm a producer, I'm not even stooping this low to go on air and go back and forth with somebody. But okay, they had the conversation. It's entertainment. It's going to run up the views. Charlamagne going to go talk about it on his podcast. I don't know if DJ Envy still doing the podcast with his wife, but they'll probably talk about it on there. Jess going to go live again and talk about it somewhere else. But see, the real thing is it a countdown that we need to start on Jess Hilarious working at the Breakfast Club? Like, do y'all think this is the beginning of the end? Do y'all think that the bosses are looking at what Jess Hilarious did on Instagram Live and saying, why would we want to hire her or keep her, you know, on, why would we want to keep her? Why would we want to pay her? Now, I'm sure if she got fired, they would pay out her contract, but she looking like she can't be a team player. What's the word I'm looking for? She looks cantankerous, okay? Argumentative, not willing to work in a group. I just don't know why she think this is professional. Even with that Baltimore accent, you can't be acting ghetto with a Baltimore accent and think stuff gonna work in your favor. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. And once again, I think, and I said this in the last video, you're up there to make jokes and pal around with Charlamagne. You supposed to say the stuff Charlamagne can't say. And that's it. Why are you fighting over this segment? Nobody cares about that segment. Nobody cared about Jess with the Mess. It was a cool little name. Are you upset about the name Jess with the Mess? It rhymed and you like nobody cared about that. I don't feel like people started being like, yo, we got to see what Jess got to say about Kanye. We got to see what Jess got to say about Jay-Z and Drake. We got to see what Jess got to say about Kendrick. No, we tune in to see what all of y'all have to say about these topics. And look, 9 times out of 10, that segment, Jess with the Mess, it was topics that I'm sure was put in there that didn't come from Jess. I'm not saying all of the time she didn't see what was going on the night before or the weekend before and come in there with topics, but I'm sure sometimes it was topics that they all agreed on. So my whole point is, it's not like you're controlling all of the topics. So yeah, they gave you or did you a favor by calling the segment Jess with the Mess, but we want everybody's opinion on the mess, not just yours. So now you fighting over a segment where nobody cared about you individually talking about the topics. We cared about all of y'all. So it was everybody's segment, but you fighting over it as if it was just about you. It comes off as entitled. And I do kind of think she like, well, I got all of these Instagram followers. Loren only got 114,000. I'm the celebrity. I'm the star. And you even heard DJ Envy earlier. You know, he said Jess brought that energy we needed. And I'm thinking to myself, look, I like Jess up there, but I do think it was people that would have been better for the job, just all around. Jess is funny, and she did bring a following. But I still think Claudia Jordan would have been a great addition to that show. I know a lot of people had other people that they thought would be great. If you ask me, I think Claudia Jordan would have been perfect. I think she could have bounced off both of them. I think she could have brought in seniority and professionalism and, you know, slick talk, being sly, knowing how to do the job, knowing how to talk about multiple topics when it comes to politics and drama and things of that nature. I think she would have been great. I know some people might say, well, she's too old. And so maybe they got Jess because they wanted somebody younger. But I still think it was better candidates. That don't mean I think Jess should get fired and thrown on the street. I'm just saying. So don't come in there with an ego, Jess. Figure it out. Do better. Hopefully they keep you. Okay? Let me know what y'all think about this. Like the video and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.